I don't get it. Hi, I'm Tom Savini, and you're about to watch.
Oh shit, that's right. Your boy had terror reels, Steel City Dahmer, sliding into Studio 17 to curt ride on all you sweet, sweet club points over here. Smash that fucking like button, go subscribe to Terror Reels. Shout out to the homie Brooklyn Men's for letting me steal just a little sliver of that clout by putting my dumb ass on his channel. Best fucking Juggalo channel on YouTube. Prove me wrong, motherfuckers. Now let's get on this hilarious 1980 cannibalistic horror comedy based on a 100% true fucking fact story, Motel Hell. Let's open this motherfucker with Vincent Smith, played by the iconic Roy Calhoun, sitting in his rocking chair smoking a pipe, because what other way would you start a fucking movie? After a few minutes of digging around inside the motel, he hits the no vacancy sign and leaves to go get some meat for his butcher shop. And fuck yeah, it's human meat. Even though they just show this turd swerving around, I'm gonna assume that Vincent fucking shot at him. I don't know. It makes for great fucking timing though. He notices that Terry, played by Nina Axelrod, is alive, brings her back to the motel. All of a sudden, the motel is popping with 3 people. This guy talks about how much he loves Vincent's meat, so he gives him a free sample before trying to get him on the big upsell. The twin daughters of the family wander off where they're not fucking supposed to be and end up in the butcher shop. That should fucking teach him. Looks like Vincent upsold this motherfucker, and he even threw a bumper sticker in to sweeten the deal. Alright, free advertising. The mother and father can't understand why the girls are freaking out, but let Vincent take care of them. He's a real people person. Vincent takes his big yellow tractor and goes to the secret door he has out in the woods, but it's interrupted when the fucking fuzz stop by. Oh fuck, they ruined everything. Damn, I was hoping Ida, played by Nancy Parson, was gonna kill that cop. Terry wakes up and asks about the turd who's driving the bike. That motherfucker is dead, and Terry has a terrible distress face right into the cop's arms. Fuck, this cop isn't gonna die. Sheriff Bruce Smith, played by Paul Linke, is Vince's brother. Vincent gives him a sob story about how he found him this morning all dead and shit. Later that night, the health inspector comes back to inspect the garden where Vincent grows his produce. Illegally, I might add, but he sees something movie. Oh, what could it be? Hell yeah, this place doesn't grow food. It grows people gargling on their own blood. Vincent knocks out this piece of shit health inspector as we flash over to Ivan and the fucking Terribles. Vincent's gonna get them too with these fucking bear traps like we're playing Friday the 13th. Ida turns on the grow lights and wanders through the garden like a weirdo, and we get to see another head plant with his throat cut. What's Vincent doing with all these throats? Hopefully he's not fucking them. Here comes Vincent with his big yellow corkscrew to start digging up the holes for Ivan and the gang.
Plan 'em.
Pretty sure there's one dude's beard's fake, but...
Well, you know as well as I do, it takes all kinds of critters to make Farmer Vincent fritters.
The next night, Vincent and Ida go back to the secret garden to see how their new plants are growing. I love the snorkel and the headband method of feeding these assholes. Chief Bruce rolls up to a local makeout spot with Terry, tricking her to think they're going to a drive-in. Typical shit. The chief gets everybody to scram by flashing some red and blues, and now he has Terry all to himself. I guess it wasn't a fucking trick though, since he hands Terry a pair of fucking binoculars so they can watch the movie for free. This lady almost runs into cows, but...
I don't believe this.
They're obviously not real. Either she's dumb as fuck, or this movie had a budget of $8. Seeing that her friend is fucked, the other girl mashes on the gas and gets the fuck out of there. This can't be good. What the fuck's she gonna do? Call the cops? Sheriff Bruce gets a call from her. He's really pissed off because he was in the middle of raping this girl. I guess she just gives up and lets Vincent pit maneuver her, and he pushes her car into a lake. Bruce didn't even make it on time, but he wouldn't even help the situation anyways. We cut back to Ida sewing up a girl's throat. Can't they just hurry up and tell us what the fuck they're doing with these throats? Ida forgot to turn the no vacancy sign on, so this guy just helps himself to all the fucking beef jerky he wants. They thought they were going to a swinger party, but they're at the wrong motel for that. I do enjoy her enthusiasm though.
You have to decide for yourself. Lord already knows.
Damn, she's got some whip game, and lassos homeboy's neck with the whip, and pulls him to her only to be interrupted by a not-so-amused Vincent and Ida. Well, they're fucking dead.
You look good enough to eat.
Terry stumbles her way into the butcher shop that she probably shouldn't be in, and finds the pig fridge.
What are you doing in here, girl? You know what Vincent would do if he caught you.
Fuck, that was close. That's what you get for not minding your own fucking business. The jig is almost up as they walk by a tub of gruel with a human foot floating in it. Ida generally kicks the tub, and the foot stinks, so everything's fine. And then they go fucking around in the lake, and it seems like everyone started taking a liking to Terry. Well, I lied, but Vincent saves her? I thought for sure she was fucked, but then you realize there's still the entire third act of the movie to watch. Ida makes what she did seem like it was an accident, and everything's gravy. I hope Vincent brought Viagra, because Terry is trying to fuck.
What's the matter?
We should be married first.
I guess not though, but then she asks if that was Vincent proposing to her. Yeah, because that's what's fucking happening.
Vincent's getting married.
You can't be fucking serious. That is what's happening. Wolfman Jack over here tells Sheriff Bruce about the wedding. He hauls ass to the motel, and he's crazy mad. Mad enough to knock down the door to Terry's bathroom. I guess the wedding is fucking for real. I don't fucking know. He expresses his love for her, but she can't get Vincent's charming good looks out of her head. I mean, he is a fucking gentleman.
If there weren't a lady present, you might not be alive right now.
Well, don't be such a...
Damn, Vincent starts bucking off shots at the sheriff, but now that he's gone, he can give Terry her ring. Ida calls for some celebration, and she's looking to make this party lit. Terry pounds her drink down, not even noticing that her drink is super fucking green. Later at the garden, they introduce these hypnotizing machines that somehow subdue the plants to where he gets them to actual fucking project himself into Mars. What the fuck is going on here? Ida puts nooses around everyone's neck, and those three are dead.
Oh, sometimes I wonder about the karmic implications of these acts.
Sheriff Bruce has been doing some actual police work, and somehow a fucked up bike and a lake full of cards leads him right back to his brother Vincent, right before we finally get to see some actual cannibalism. Sheriff Bruce gets in the motel and tries to talk some sense into Terry about this whole fucking situation, but she's still drugged from, well, being drugged. Ida overhears this, and I guess now the jig is up. Back in the garden, I guess the plant didn't like what he saw happen to the other plants, so he gets himself free, and then digs out his fellow plants, and they storm. Well, mosey to the motel. Ida has Terry in the butcher shop, and Terry is not happy about this whole situation. Is Ida fit for an attack by her plants? Well, she holds her own pretty well, but not for long. Terry still isn't happy, but she's just pouting along in the butcher shop while Vincent puts in some work. Terry tries to escape, but Ida locked the door from the outside. Vincent isn't too happy about this, and now she gets the gas. He's about to butcher Terry up, and an old friend drops by for some of that good meat. Vincent fights the plant back with his meat before killing him in the smoker or just some fucking hole in the wall. Bruce shoots his way into the butcher shop to find Terry strapped up on the butcher block. As he saves her, here comes Vincent like a fucking boss. The shotgun versus chainsaw somehow didn't end in a victory and ends up being a chainsaw versus chainsaw fight, and these brothers go at it. In a cliche fashion, all they're tussling about, they hit a switch that sends Terry slowly to her slicing end. Vincent goes for the kill shot but misses and somehow leans up against the chainsaw. Is Bruce going to be the hero of our movie? He sure fucking is, even though he did try raping her. They go back to the room to find Vincent, taking a chainsaw to the stomach better than most people, but even the strongest men gotta die. And this is where we hear old Farmer Vincent's last words.
My needs. I used preservatives.
Oh, I guess Ida isn't dead after all. And that's it. A movie with a budget of $48. Pretty terrible acting by everyone except for Roy Calhoun. A story that moves like a stripper on the third day of a coke bender. Barely any gore. Can still be a good time. Shit doesn't have to make sense, and this movie is crazy padded with the scenes of getting these plants and fights just to be over 20 minutes of actual content. But I still love it. Roy really brings this movie to life, and it's either a good date night, or fucking you're introducing the horror genre to your friend. And no, we never learn about the fucking throats. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say that Roy's fucking these throats. There's no other explanation. But shout out again to Studio 17, Brooklyn Minutes, and Not Slim One for letting me put on my learning to read journey on their stupid fucking channel, even though it's
Studio 17, live Juggalo content 6 days a week. This is just an advertisement. What is this? I feel like fucking old school, like fucking TV back in the day. It would just be, smoke you a fucking summer breeze. It's clear to the lungs. Now back to your programming. You know what I'm saying? They used to do commercials live or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
All right, shout out to Studio 17, live Juggalo content 6 days a week, Monday to Saturday, 10 p.m. every week. Whoop, whoop.
Just like Chick-fil-A, they're closed on Sunday.
Red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum. You never see a shot?